Psalms 4. You can get it young in English, but we'll show it. Bakaraya. Salakia. Bakaraya. Auniyah. Alahaya. Tazadakia. Batazaya. Harakatha. Laya. Kanaya. Washamai. Tapalafia. Banyam. Ayash. Ma. Kabawadia. Lakalama. The Ahabwan. Rayak. Tabakoshwa. Kazab. Salah. Wadabia. Kaya. Apala. Yahweh. Kasayad. Lawa. Yahweh. Rashemai. Bakaraya. Ayawa. Ragazaya. Wa'ai. Takatangwa. Amawa. Balabakam. Ayo. Mashakakam. Wadamwa. Salah. Sabakwa. Sabakia. Tazadakia. Wabat. Takwa. Al. Yahweh. Rabyam. Amariam. Maya. Yara'anwa. Tawab. Nasa. Ayinawa. Awo. Hanyaka. Yahweh. Nathada'a. Shamaka. Balabia. Ma'aif. Daganam. What is a Yarasham? Rabwa. Bashalawam. Yakadwa. Ashakaba. Wa'ayashan. Kaya. Abatha. Yahweh. Labatak. Tawasayabanga. Wada. Yahweh. Hashem. Yahusha. Amen.
This is Psalms chapter 4, verse 1. Hear me when I call, O Lord, of my righteousness. Thou hast enlarged me when I was in distress. Have mercy upon me and hear my prayer. O ye sons of men, how long will ye turn from my glory? Into shame, how long will ye love vanity and seek after leasing? Selah. But I know that the Lord hath set apart him that is godly for himself. The Lord will hear when I call unto him. Stand in awe and sin not. Commune with your own heart upon your bed, and be still, Selah. Offer the sacrifice and of righteousness, and put your trust in the Lord. There be many that say, who will shew us any good? Lord, lift up the light of thy countenance upon us. Thou hast put gladness in my heart, more than in the time that their corn and their wine increase. I will both lay down in peace and sleep, for thou, Lord, only makest me dwell in safety. Amen.
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 Lord's Prayer. Abanawa, Shabashamayim, Dash, Aya, Shanka, Yahweh, Malakufka, Laba'a, Zaka, Aya, Aisha, Arataza, Hawa, Haya, Hashemayim, Noah, Lakam, How, Yawam, Masalak Noah, Hawaf Noah, Hasalak Noah, Hawaf Noah, Wala'ah, Noah, Sayawan, Abo, Hawashai Noah, Man, Rai, Haya, Laka, Amalakwa, Allah, Hadaparaf, Ivalumyum, Aman, Kalaya, Praise Maria, worthy to be praised.
Worthy to be praised.
Dear Heavenly Abba Yahweh, we come before you at this moment in time, on this new moon feast day that you've allowed us to see with the breath of life in us, giving us another opportunity to do better. We ask that you continue to hear our prayers and cries, and we ask that you open up our minds and everybody that's online, to and fro, wherever this truth may go, and allow us to accept and understand your knowledge and wisdom and understanding, O Heavenly Abba Yahweh. And to you be the honor, glory, and praise forever and ever. Amen.
Amen.
Alright, shalom, shalom, shalom.
Shalom.
A lot of things is happening in Babylon, man. A lot of things is going on nowadays, man. A lot of things are manifesting in front of your eyes. A lot of things that the prophets prophesied about. A lot of things that the old school veterans out of One West was prophesying about 50, 40, 30, 20 years ago. A lot of things you heard from our mouths for the past 5 years. It's happening right now, man. You got a whole lot of things developing right in front of your eyes, man. They done stormed the Capitol. They done stormed the castle. They done ran down and caused anarchy in their own society. What you have now in front of you is the fall of Babylon. And the Most High is giving you time to witness it and prepare yourselves for it while it's happening right in front of you, man. Let me get Psalms chapter 2. Because we got to get into it. What's happening right now is Bible prophecy. What's happening right now is the scriptures coming to life right in front of your eyes. What's happening right now is your time to get yourself right. We have entered the fourth quarter, right? We have entered crunch time. We have entered the time that your ancestors was praying for when it was on that cotton field, when it was on that sugar cane field, when they was out there, chopping up wood, laying bricks, cleaning out the horse manure out the shed. Should I go on? When they was rubbing the crusty toes of they damn madam.
Don't forget the
pig
manure.
Yeah, you can clean up the pig manure. You know what I'm saying? Messing with the pigs in the slop, having to eat the pig nose because they so hungry. These are the times that your ancestors was praying for, man. Every time they got a whip across their back, every time a man had to witness the slave master grab on his wife, every time a woman had to witness the slave master beat down her son, smack around her daughter,
Rape her son.
Rape her son. You know what I'm saying? Could you imagine a woman having to witness a slave master rape her son, all because her son is a big, strong man? It ain't his fault he like that. You understand? But the slave master see that man and was intimidated by him.
Right.
So these are the times that our ancestors was praying for. These are joyous times, but this is also the time when you got to be on point and make sure you right with the Most High, because we have entered the fourth quarter.
Right.
We have entered crunch time. We too late in the game to be messing up now. We way too late in the game for any type of nonsense that's going on, especially if you've been in the truth. Like you newcomers still feeding on milk. I suggest you even tie up your bootstraps and get your head wraps right. You understand? You know what I'm saying? What do you say? Cross your T's and dot your I's. Especially you people that have been in the truth for like 3, 4, 5 plus years. Right? You have entered the 4th quarter. All you that have been in the truth 20 plus years, I commend you. Right? But hey, it's 4th quarter now. Any type of sin you got lingering, brush it off because it's time right now. And they rushed the capital, man. Right? They really, this is really anarchy we're approaching. This is really the Purge movies manifesting. This is really the scriptures manifesting. This is really the downfall of Babylon, just like Rome fell, right? Just like Babylon, Babylon back in the days fell. Same way Egypt fell, and every empire that the heathen thought would last forever, right? This is how they all fall. And they're all mad about something. Really, they're mad because the curses that was on us is upon them right now.
Right.
And I like to give a hand to everybody that's keeping the law. Because you guys are keeping the law, statutes, and commandments. You're the reason why. You're the reason why the heathen is getting hit with the same curses that was upon us, man.
Right.
Because the heathen out there protesting, they talking about they want to march now with guns. Like, these niggas sound like they Malcolm X or something. These white boys try to talk like they Malcolm X, talking about their constitutional rights is being taken away. Their voting process is being tampered with. Don't that sound like?
What that sound like?
It sound like the new White Panther Party.
The White Panther Party, right? The albino Panther Party, right? The albino Panther Party going on out here, man. Right? And you boys shouldn't be so proud, man. Because every one of y'all, it seems like every one of them proud boys that was married to black women got put to death, man. Most High said you're not gonna enjoy those last days, man. Right? These are happening because these are judgments happening from the Most High, man. And we all gotta see what's going on and get our eyes together. Let me get that Psalms chapter 2, verse 1.
And let me just add something real quick.
Yeah.
Many people have heard for ages, these are the last days, these are the last days.
Mm-hmm.
But nothing has ever happened this, what's the word? Astrophic? Catastrophic. I got it half right. So nothing has ever happened where you have a world pandemic and then a lot of prophecies from the earthquakes, the hurricanes, because they're tearing stuff up, but this don't get put on the news.
Yeah.
And then what happens with the White House? And believe it or not, what's happening in the White House, it don't get put on the news too, but it's happening all over the globe. All governments right now is being dethroned and getting overthrown, but they're not putting that on CNN. This is real news, you know. And for this to happen during a plague of pandemic, it's never been like this. And people, shalom, people in their 60s, people in their 70s, they like, yo, we never seen nothing like this. We never seen a plague like this, and we never seen people act like this. So this is how you know we in those type of times. You understand?
Yeah, never will you have a white woman who served her country for 14 years, stormed the state capital of the country she just served for 14 years, and get shot in the damn neck.
By a brother.
You know, by a brother?
By a brother.
By a brother. Ain't that some super judge?
They would have brought him out to dry. They would have hung him up. They would have hung him
They
up.
would have hung him up. If he so much as whistled at her. That's what I'm saying, like, the white privilege that was a curse upon our people is being snatched away from them, man. And they're living out their curses now. Matter of fact, before you get Psalms chapter 2, get Deuteronomy 37. Because this is what we're witnessing, man. These white people complain about their voter rights. Who was going through that voter struggle? Our people's going through that voter struggle. It was doing anything to not make our people vote. That's why our people still foolishly vote. They like, Martin Luther King marched for that right. Our people died for that right. Our people died for the right to do it, but I guess right now ain't the right to do it right now. And our people also foolishly was doing it thinking they could be part of a system when they can never be part of the system. Our people could never be part of a system that was made right on their backs and it was made to enslave them, man. You can't assimilate yourself into a system that was made to destroy you. There's no way, right? But let's get that. Let's get Psalms 30 and 7. Deuteronomy.
This is Deuteronomy chapter 30, verse 7. And the Lord thy God will put all these curses.
All these what?
All these curses.
Now, the curses that were on us, right? Matter of fact, start at verse 1.
This is Deuteronomy chapter 30, verse 1.
And this is why I'm saying I'm giving a hand to everybody that's keeping the law out there to the best of your abilities, man. Because guess what? What's going on in America is, you see what's going on in America, the chaos, the destruction, the pestilence, what's going on here in America. That's because Yahweh noticed y'all keeping the law. That's why this is happening. Because Yahweh noticed y'all keeping the law. Right? Read that again from the top, verse 31.
This is Deuteronomy chapter 30, verse 1. And it shall come to pass, when all these things come upon thee.
So all the curses are on us, right? This is what we're supposed to do. Read.
The blessing and the curse.
So we notice the curses on us, right? We notice that from the other two chapters, chapter 28 and chapter 29. Right? If you're not new to the truth, you should know chapter 28 lays out all our curses, right? Read on.
Which I have set before thee.
What he has set before us, read on.
And thou shalt call them to mind.
We shall call these curses to mind, right? Read on.
Among all the nations whither the Lord thy God hath driven thee.
No matter what nation you around, when you realize that you're under these curses or under the blessings or whatever, right? Read on.
And shall return to the Lord thy God.
You shall return to the Lord thy God. Once you realize that you're in the land of your enemies, you have these curses on you, you shall return to the Lord thy God. Read on.
And shall obey.
And shall do what?
And shall obey.
And what have you been doing?
And shall obey.
You're the reason why this is happening, Israel. Right? And when Esau figured that out, oh, he gonna be mad. Right? Read on.
And shall obey his voice.
Read.
According to all that I commanded thee.
According to what?
All that I commanded thee this day.
You see that? All that he commanded thee this day, man. The commandments are still established upon the earth for us to follow, man. Right? Read on.
Thou and thy children, with all thy heart and with all.
Thou and thy children. Right? So big up to y'all that got your children follow the commandments too. Right? Read on.
Thou and thy children, with all thine heart and with all thy soul. That then the Lord thy God will turn thy captivity.
He's going to turn around your captivity now. He's going to shift the tide. He's going to switch up the momentum. Now all of a sudden, we not being treated by niggas like that no more. We starting to rise up now. They had protests and burning cities all damn summer. They done took over part of Portland and made it Freedom Town. You understand? Out of what? Out of saying what? Black Lives Matter. Even though that organization, Black Lives Matter, is just a cover-up for homosexuality and perversion, but the concept of our people standing up is upon the earth, right? Read on.
And have compassion upon thee.
Right? He's going to have compassion upon us, right? Read on.
And will return and gather thee from all the nations, whither the Lord thy God hath gathered thee.
Right? And we having a gathering spiritually right now. The physical gathering is going to come when Hamashiach Yahweh shall return. Read on.
If any of thine be driven out unto the utmost parts of heaven, from thence will the Lord thy God gather thee.
No matter where you at on earth, whether you over here in Babylon the Great with the majority of Israel, or you scattered abroad like the let's say diaspora that happened for us being in countless captivities. Right? Read on.
And from thence will he fetch thee.
What verse you in?
4.
Right, jump down to verse 7.
And the Lord thy God will put all these curses.
All the curses that was on you, read on.
Upon thine enemies.
Upon what?
Upon thine enemies.
Now all these curses that was on you are upon thy enemies, man. All these curses that was on you was upon thy enemies, man. Right, read on.
And on them that hate thee.
And on them that hate thee, read on.
Which persecuted thee.
Well, the same enemies that persecuted you while you was going through your troubles, these same curses are upon them right now. Read on.
That's it.
That's it?
I can do 8.
Yeah, but it's the reverse of the curse.
Yeah. Let's get the curse that they going through right now. Let me show you why they are the state capital. Let me get Deuteronomy 28:54.
This is Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 54.
This curse right now is bringing down America.
Right.
Read that.
So that the man that is tender among you and very delicate,
Oh, them white boys used to be good to each other, man. Them white boys used to be so good to each other, right?
Good old boy.
Good old boys, right? Ned Flanders. Howdy ho, neighborino. Right?
Neighborino.
Howdy ho,
that's
right?
my brother.
That's my brother. Right? Read on.
His eyes shall be evil towards his brother.
And now they don't trust each other. They don't like each other. They're fighting each other, man. Right? Read on.
And toward the wife of his bosom.
Now their wife gets shot in the damn neck, man. Right? Read on.
And toward the remnant of his children.
Now his children are but degenerates. They can't stand their own children, man.
One of the cops got beat down. They beat him to what they hit him with? They
Fire extinguisher.
Fire extinguisher.
Fire
They beat
extinguisher.
him to death with a
Beat him
fire
to death with a
extinguisher.
fire extinguisher, man. What is this? Wrestling? Like, yeah, fire extinguisher.
Hacksaw Jim Duggan.
Actual Jim Duggan on him, man.
Sergeant Slaughter.
Definitely Sergeant Slaughter. Right?
And toward the remnant of his children, which he shall leave.
Now that's going on. Now that's the curse on them. That curse was on us, man.
So Lockie, I want to go into them hating their women. You saw that white lady have all her white sons bow down and say the only reason why Trump is out of office is because what? Black women? She had all her kids bowing down and praising a black woman. I seen that.
Nah, I didn't see that.
Oh man, that's up everywhere. And there's another one where it talks about, he shall leave his children. It was a white girl. She was in a house and she told her parents that she voted for Trump, Biden. They kicked her out.
Wow.
They kicked her out.
Come down, son.
See, it runs deep, and that's just to show you. I can bet anything I got that they gonna revert this some way, somehow. It's gonna come back to Israel and being the blame.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? And it's gonna really come back to Israel and the truth too. Don't be surprised if they say somehow, some way, the brothers out there teaching they had something to do with it. You see, so they looking at Kamala Harris as a Eve. They looking at her as a nigger woman.
Yeah, they are.
But they don't know, you know what I'm saying? Because to them, it's you're color. They got that, especially the good old boys. That's what they look at everybody as being colored. You got skin, you got complexion, you one of them.
That's what it is too, and that's why, like I say, the heathen, but also us other tribes of Israel. Like I'm Benjamin, Ephraim, Simeon. Like back in the day, you was either white or colored. You understand? Right? You was white or colored, right? So Judah had to go through hell to break that barrier. You know what I'm saying? Right? Which he should have just kept on separating, but Judah had to go through hell to break that barrier. So now when Kamala Harris behind come as Elam, she don't realize that
She's Esau.
she's Esau.
My mama's Elam.
Mom's Elam, yeah. So her ass as a damn what was the honey dipped Edomite?
Israelitish.
Israelitish woman, a honey dipped
Or
Edomite.
Elamitish.
Right? So her being colored, she don't realize that in the back of these rednecks' mind, you a nigger. You know what I'm saying? You's a nigger.
Now she know that, and that's part of the game. But it also, remember, every nation got their woman in order except us.
Right.
So Esau got their woman in order. So now you gonna be led by a black woman? That's the way they feel. And Biden look like he's ready to die.
Yeah.
So if he dies, who's coming in office? A nigger woman. That's the way they looking at it.
Right.
And then not only that, the Senate, the top Senate,
Filled with black people.
that's a nigga there. That's Jacob.
Yeah.
So, and that fits the prophecy. Judah shall be the neck of thine enemies. And Esau don't like that because now the whole house is becoming colored after Trump reign. And then you just had Obama because niggas still can't stand Obama.
Yeah, they
So, we losing everything now. Esau going crazy. And that's gonna go into what you're gonna bring it out in the
So that also go as the other curse. The person that come among thee shall go above thee very high.
Right.
And you shall come down very low. Esau's feel like he's coming down very low, and all of a sudden all these colored people's coming up high.
Yep.
I can read that right here.
I read that.
This is Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 43. The stranger that is within thee shall get up above thee very high, and thou shalt come down very low.
Let me explain something to you, all right? The pandemic hit a lot of Edomites hard. Jake in the hood, we survived, bro. You give us a $600 stimulus check, and we gonna flip that into $2,000 before you can say, I'm gonna do Diablo, right? We gonna flip that into $5,000 by the time you say Sean Bell. You understand? So we are used to the hustle and bustle and the struggle. You understand? Esau gonna get that $600 check and crumble inside because he ain't got no hustle in him. He's used to his white privilege, which is getting stripped away. So they trust me. These Edomites are looking on the gram. They're looking at TikTok and they see Negroes flossing money. They see Negroes living it up, still partying.
The rappers.
Rappers flossing. It seems like the stranger that's among them is coming up very high,
Right.
and they're coming down very low.
Salakia. Also, what group in America do you think is the most educated group in America?
Moab.
So-called black woman.
The black woman. Yeah, black women the most educated group in America. So right now they're dominated. Like they get all, like in Georgia, they get all the scholarships.
Right.
They're getting
Academic things.
they're getting also what? They're getting all the top jobs.
Yeah.
So a lot of these black women who, they're like a lot of black women that are filling the judicial system. There's a lot of black women who are judges now. They don't like that.
Yeah.
Right.
We're saying that though, you know what I'm saying? Not all the black women on our side though.
No.
But let's get Psalm chapter 2.
Even the ones that say, Shalom, brother.
God, you right about that. You know what I'm saying? That's why. But just the perception of it, as a redneck inside his trailer home eating a damn mayonnaise sandwich. You know what I'm saying? Eating a damn mayonnaise sandwich, that got him tight right now,
With a
man.
6-pack of Budweiser.
With a 6-pack of Budweiser and wearing his Tuesday drawers on Saturday. You know what I'm saying? Wearing his Tuesday drawers on Saturday, that's pissing him off.
Yeah, Esau don't look at, he don't look at the black man as anything. Black men are the most hated. But to have a nigga woman that's like a bed winch to him, telling him what to do,
Right. Yeah, they don't like that.
or locking him up in court, oh hell no.
They rather have Hitler.
You rather have Hitler.
Yeah.
You know, because now it's a nigga woman. You give us a nigga as a president, now you give us a nigga woman as the first vice president, they going crazy. They're losing their mind.
Yeah, send myself.
Let's bring it out, okay?
This is Psalms chapter 2, verse 1. Why do the heathen rage?
Why do the heathen rage? We explained it for you. They feel like they're losing their kingdom. They're getting their white privilege snatched away. They feel like the damn election is rigged. And it's crazy because it's all coming together because Fox News did put out a video of Eve pulling out a damn suitcase with ballots in Georgia. They did put out a video and it looks suspect. I'm not sure if they planned that video to make it look like they really stole the election because I don't believe television, but it did look suspect. So now it's like, damn, the nigga woman done cheated, so the nigga woman is vice president now, right? The heathen is raging. They're upset, they're mad, they don't know what to do with themselves, man. Read that part one more time.
Why do the heathen rage and the people imagine a vain thing?
What is the vain thing that they imagine? The vain thing that they imagine that they are just and they're the good guys. Esau really think he's the good guy.
Yeah.
Esau over here saying, oh man, they systematically destroying us. The system is against us. The Congress is against us. So all of the years, the black people were saying, the so-called black people were saying the system was against them. You're saying, man, pull yourself up by your bootstraps. There's no systematic racism. Now, all of the years we were telling them that the system is messed up, right? System been mass incarcerating us, treating us like dirt, redlining us so we don't have the proper housing. You understand? All this time the system been doing us dirty. They didn't want to believe us, but now we supposed to believe y'all when y'all say the system is messed up?
Because the law, he's sort of like, oh, the system wasn't messed up when you're getting food stamps in Section 8.
You know what I'm saying? But now they need food stamps in Section 8.
Now they need it.
Now the system is messed up.
And the
right?
stimulus.
And they need that stimulus, right?
So like you remember Esau was talking about that we was getting food stamps.
Yeah.
And then like 10 minutes later he was on the ground.
Yeah, that was like,
It's like,
bite the dust.
it's like the drug epidemic now, the opioid issue.
Oh, that's still going on.
Opioid.
Yeah, now it's like, want to pass different laws now when it comes to drugs.
Yes,
Now
legal
it's
to do
now
this
it's-
crazy.
Yeah, now it's legal to do it.
Hypocrites, man.
What state that's in, Oregon?
Yeah, in Oregon, they got things called safe havens where
Yeah.
doctors legally shoot you up with heroin.
Yeah.
Serious.
Can you imagine that?
Yeah, 'cause that increases the crime rate, especially when you can't get it. But then, at
If
that,
you can't get it, that's when crime rate go up.
but at that time, remember, because what Esau is going through right now, this is why they getting even higher. This is why they getting addicted to drugs. Like, yo, we losing everything. You
Yeah.
might as well shoot the dope, shoot the heroin, and then when you can't find the dope, all you gotta do is act crazy.
Yeah.
You act crazy, and now you got a prescription,
Yeah.
and it's free.
That's true.
Yeah. So he started drugging you up for free. So the Most High is a mastermind. The Most High created the mastermind. So just imagine, our thoughts is not his.
Salakia came. On top of that, right, because I want you to go into something right quick. Right, this goes back to Deuteronomy 30:7, where I said our curses is on them. Man, when we went to Boston, Beantown, right? We went to Beantown,
Baked
man.
beans.
Right? We went to Beantown. Didn't that remind you of how New York used to look back in the 80s?
Yeah.
Just mad fiends everywhere.
While I was teaching, I said that I feel some type of, I felt like compensated for what I've seen. My father died of shooting up dope. You know what I'm saying? So I felt compensated, like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? This is what was in our neighborhood. This is how my hood used to look. Yeah, he saw shoot it all up. You know what I'm saying? Like, eat it. If I had some, I'd give it to you for free. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'd give you all that dog food. For real. Like, go ahead, bro. Go ahead.
And lace it right on top too, man. So it'll go cook.
Right. All that
Throw some
shit.
Ajax on it just for support.
Most I made a brother feel good now.
We were stopping at the red lights and seeing them walking.
Yeah.
It's scratching.
It looked like they didn't say cut for the Thriller movie. We was at the light and they coming down the sewers later like
I didn't
that
know.
Boston is another realm. That Boston is another realm.
Maryland is over. Massachusetts is over.
Scripture said
He's
it's
so
gonna be
finished in Massachusetts. Come.
Let's get back to the scripture, though, man.
Wow.
No follow.
Oh, man.
Come. This is Psalms chapter 2, verse 2. The kings of the earth set themselves, and the rulers take counsel together.
You know, rulers and the kings of earth, they take counsel together. Right? That's what they're doing in that Congress. That's why a lot of Edomites is upset, because it seems like the Congress don't.
But just imagine this. It is a vision. If Nat Turner, right, and Harriet Tubman, and they come, like, they get out, say they got out the Underground Railroad, and the Underground Railroad was in front of the White House at the time, and they get up and they's like, wait a minute, they killing each other, these crackers killing each other. Man, get back in there and let's watch this shit. Let's watch this. They just imagine our forefathers seeing Esau killing each other on the plantation. They're gonna be like, man, what's going on here? Master going crazy. Let's sit back and watch.
Yeah.
Like they're gonna be hyped. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
They used to put us in the wrestling ring, put us to fight in mud, and now what? Esau fight, let him fight, man.
Let them girls fight.
Yeah,
them in derision.
The Lord shall have them what?
In
The
derision.
Lord shall have them in derision, man. That's what we're witnessing right now, man. Read on.
Then shall he speak unto them in his wrath.
Now he shall speak unto them with his wrath. Now how is he speaking to them? He still got us out there prophesying.
Right.
Any heathen that day at the Capitol when the brothers from H.O.I, New York, New Jersey, and Philly, right? The trifecta, right?
And DC.
And DC.
That's
Right.
why just sum it up as the pull-up boys.
Yeah, the pull-up boys, when the H.O.I pull-up boys done pulled up on them, man.
Black and gold.
Imagine everything going on, and then on top of that, Esau here, bring it out.
God. That's wrong.
That's right. Going into slavery.
Esau getting locked up.
That's right.
Esau getting locked up. Why here? You going into slavery? Like, oh, what? You know what I'm saying? So imagine that going on, man. And that's what's really happening, man. The voice of the Lord is upon this wicked kingdom. Violence fallen. Read on.
And vex them.
And what?
And vex them.
And vex them, man.
You know about
These people are vexed, yeah. Right? The man them
You
vexed.
know Benjamin them vexed.
They're vexed, right? They're stressed, man. Vexed. Right? Read on.
And vex them. And his sore displeasure.
And sore displeasure, man. That's all you see. They're so vexed and they're so displeased with a sore displeasure, and they're going back up there Sunday on the 17th. This time with guns. That's how vexed they are. You know what I'm saying? Remember that back in the days, you beat a dude up too much, you want to go get his gun?
Gun.
You know what I'm saying? That's how Jake used to do, man. You beat Jake up a little too bad, he gonna run and go get his gun now. Like, oh, now we gotta have a shootout, but you can't take it out. Right? We're right there, son. We're right there. This ain't over. Right? That's how vexed Esau is right now, man. He wanna run, go get his gun, man. Read on.
Yet have I set my king upon my holy hill of Zion.
And now the king is already set upon the holy hill of Zion, man. H.O.I did already come, sacrifice for us, and resurrected. Only thing he got to do now is come in and conquer. That's the final step. And America's a big cake that took its time to bake for H.O.I to come through with the sword and start slicing up the pieces, man. Right? The chickens have come home to roost, man. Right? What verse you in?
Hey, let's keep going.
Yeah, go ahead.
I would declare the decree. The Lord have said unto me, Thou art my son. This day have I begotten thee.
See that? The Most High God has begotten us, man. He's showing the world that he got us in the top spot, really. Even though we at the bottom according to society, we still at the top spot. Because even though everything is chaotic, the men of the Lord are standing strong, man. Read on.
Ask of me, and I shall give thee the heathen for thy inheritance.
And now that's what we working for, man. I know that's what I'm working for. All these goddamn Israelites out here, and I'm gonna say goddamn to them because their understanding gotta be damn. That they feel like they're gonna be equal with a damn heathen. When the Most High said, I will give you a heathen for your inheritance.
Right.
How you equal to a heathen when the Most High said he'll give you a heathen, man? Like a damn, it's like it's a yo-yo or something. like it's a toy car. Ask of me and I'll give you this for your inheritance, man. Read on.
And the uttermost parts of the earth for thy possession.
In the uttermost parts of the earth for thy possession, man. Right? Imagine brothers dying over dusty, dry blocks, man.
Right.
Brothers in the hood fighting and killing each other over dusty, dry ass blocks that nobody own any property on. Right? No, this is my corner, son.
Right.
This is my corner, B. You don't own no stores. You don't own no property. How this your corner, son? Right? The man from the corner store come out and say, move. You've been out here 7 hours, I'll call police. You say, man, after you bugging, you walk away for a second. Well, your brother come out there, you want to kill him. But these are the dusty corners that our brothers are killing each other over. But if we just keep the commandments, the Most High said he'll give you the uttermost parts of the earth, man. The beautiful islands that Esau on right now. Esau on the beautiful islands shipping in little boys and little girls. The Epstein Islands. When you know you can have that island lit in righteousness. You know what I'm saying? But this is what the Most High has to offer you if you want to keep the law, statutes, and commandments and endure to the end, man. Right? That's it on that island. Let me get Matthew 12 and 26. in Matthew 12 and 26. Man.
This is Matthew chapter 12, verse 26. And if Satan cast out Satan,
And that's what we witnessing, man. They storming the Capitol building. They about to have a damn civil war out here, man. Right? The first time they had their civil war, our people got the chains off of them physically. Right? Now, when they have their next civil war, and it leads to a world war, because China can't wait.
That's right.
When brothers do the breakdown, where they say it should be as a lion chasing, and he run into a bear, then he run into a cabin,
And they get bit by.
and they get bit by a serpent. That's how China's moving. China's moving like that serpent that's about to bite them. They buying a bunch of land in Jamaica and all the other islands around there and setting up military bases to attack America just in case a civil war comes.
It's a lot. You know, yeah, the Chinese, they're the new Esau now, man.
They're the new
They ain't going
Esau.
over to Africa and all these other places.
Yeah.
I mean, even though it's under the banner of Esau, I mean, they're monitoring them, but they still doing certain things.
Yeah.
And like you said, they moving like that serpent, man. They can't
Because
move for medical.
The top Edomites are Amalek. Amalek was that one world government. And China is perfect for the model of the one world government because the Moabite in them got them all moved like robots anyway.
God.
And a lot of those Moabites are Edomites.
Yeah.
They're not Moabites. Like, those are the children of Genghis Khan.
Mm.
When you go into the history of Genghis Khan, that was Edomite.
Mm.
Genghis Khan wasn't no gook. You know what I'm saying?
So like even when you go into Second Ezra, it says woe unto Asia because you desire to be like the whore.
Mm.
Yeah, so they desire to be next. They think they got next.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of Moabites, right? A lot of Moabites are naturally brown and yellow. Like they have a brown yellowish complexion. But what they do, they put powder on their face so they can look white. They bleach their skin so they can look white. So Moab practices white supremacy a lot. Moab practices white supremacy a lot. The Asians, they practice white supremacy a whole lot, right? But read that again from the top, King.
this is Matthew chapter 12, verse 26. And if Satan cast out Satan,
If Satan cast out Satan, if the Democrats and the Republicans about to have a damn civil war, right? Read on.
if Satan cast out Satan, he is divided against himself.
He's divided against himself, man. How is this country gonna remain to be a United States? There's no unity in the United States anymore. There's no unity. Right? Read on.
How shall then his kingdom stand?
How can his kingdom stand? His kingdom ain't standing no more. It's falling. Even
Can't
report,
get up.
it's falling and can't get up, right? Yeah, man. The hurt is hit. It's over. America's over. Even the dollar. The dollar, if you look at the dollar, the strength of the dollar is very weak, man. They talk about may collapse this year. The dollar itself may just collapse this year.
So Lucky, you see they slowly getting rid of the change. They're
Yeah.
starting to say there's no more change. Who's hiding the damn change? Like what is people doing with the change?
Right.
Everybody got spare change in their crib. What is people doing with the change? Like who's hiding it? Who's stashing it? The change? You know what I'm saying? It's bugged out, but this is how you know they slowly get into that.
Right. Read on, King.
And if I by Beelzebub cast out devils, by whom do your children cast them out?
You see that? So the Yahweh is saying, man, if I was of the devil, why would I be casting out devils, man? Right? Because a lot of people say we probably of the devil. Well, those are paid actors out there. Right? When the pull-up boys pulled up to Washington, D.C., they probably thought we was paid actors. But no, we were just prophesying against a wicked nation, man. Like, let's get the book of Isaiah chapter 13, man. Start at verse 1.
This is Isaiah chapter 13, verse 1. The burden of Babylon.
The what?
The burden of Babylon.
Right now, Babylon the Great has a great burden on it, man. Right, all the rape, rob, and murder that you did to the children of Israel, all the land soaked in the blood of the innocent, right? All the cries unto heaven, all the sins done reached unto heaven. It has a great burden upon Babylon right now, man. Right? Read on.
which Isaiah the son of Amos did see.
Read.
Lift ye up a banner.
Lift up what?
Lift ye up a banner.
That's what the Pull-Up Boys did when they went to Washington, D.C., and they went right in front of the Capitol. While they was in a turmoil, while they was fighting each other, they lift up that banner of Yahweh Bahashim, Hamashiach Yahweh. Right?
Show my stuff.
Salakia too. You know the picture that's going around where it says during the Black Lives Matter protest, this was the White House steps, and they had all of
This amount of security.
that wasn't the White House steps. When you do the research, that was actually the Lincoln Memorial.
Oh wow.
That was the Lincoln Memorial. They're like, these niggas ain't coming back here again.
Mm.
So they shut down the Lincoln Memorial like that. That wasn't the White House steps. So that's why they tapped 50 Cent with fake news, because he got flagged for that being fake news, because it wasn't the White House steps, it was the Lincoln Memorial steps. You see how Esau is being a damn demon?
Yeah.
Mm.
So-
he want to see us back on them steps.
No. Right down again.
I just found that one out though.
Yeah. Read on.
Lift ye up a banner upon the high mountain. Exalt the voice unto them.
Read.
Shake the hand.
What?
Shake the hand.
Shake the hand, man. Make sure that your presence is known. Shake the hand. Lift up your voice. Rebuke her, man. Read on.
That they may go into the gates of the nobles.
That's where it was at, man. It was at the gates of the nobles. Like, yeah. Like, damn, we got a change in America, but who the hell is these niggas?
Right.
These niggas on the loudspeaker saying that we all deserve this.
New master. That's
Saying we
what-
all being judged. Who is these niggas, man? Now they complain to the gates of the nobles, like, hold on, like, but who is these niggas? Right? Read on.
I have commanded my sanctified ones.
He has what?
I have commanded my sanctified
He's
ones.
commanded his sanctified ones. Read on.
I have also called my mighty ones from my anger.
So why do brothers don't have the same zeal as other brothers? Because certain ones are sanctified to come with the anger of the Lord, man. That's why brothers ain't got the same zeal. Certain brothers want to lay back, like, oh, I don't know about that one, right? But certain brothers have the anger of the Lord in them, man. Read on. What y'all doing there? Right? Read on.
Even them that rejoice in my highness.
Read.
That the noise of a multitude in the mountains, like as of a great people,
Read.
a tumultuous noise of the kingdom of nations gathered together.
See, that was a tumultuous noise, man. It was over there rioting, angry, tearing stuff up. There's reports that they left damn feces all over the White House.
Yeah, it's here on the wall.
Smeared it on the wall. Like, that's how you know Esau is just a dirty bastard. Like, what's the point of doing that?
Jake would have just stole everything.
Yeah, Jake was just doing that.
Jake went in there and started doing
Right out of the president chill.
So lucky, y'all seen
later on.
y'all seen what black people were saying, oh, man, if I would've went there, I would've been at the president's desk giving myself a stimulus check.
Right.
Yeah,
That's what Jake would have been doing. $15,000 stimulus check goes to right?
Old family.
You know what I'm saying? So that's what Jake would have been doing, man. Right? Read on.
Of nations gathered together, the Lord of hosts mustered the host of the battle.
See, the Lord of hosts, that's who's pushing towards the battle, man. That's who's pushing them towards that battle when they're about to battle each other. But my people, beware. Yes, it's funny watch them bring their society down, but once their society is down and they're in chaos and they're bringing a martial law, the first people they want to kill, destroy, and rape is going to be us. It's going to be us. They're going to start that battle amongst each other, but once everything is in chaos, they're going to come after us. They always do, out of hatred, out of jealousy. It's just in their spirit, man. They hate the children of Israel, man.
Yeah,
Right?
let me get that real quick. The second Esdras, and I'm just start from the 17 to the 18 verse. 19. It says, second Esdras 15, 17 to the 19th verse. It says, a man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able. For because of their pride, the cities shall be troubled, the houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid. A man shall have no pity on his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword, and spoil their goods because of the lack of bread and for great tribulation. So a man, now you know your neighbor is one of your own. So Esau not gonna have pity on their own either in that time of trouble. Let them farmers be out there and they got a bunch of crops growing. You're gonna see it's gonna be like the Walking Dead. They're gonna come with their little militia. They're gonna say, we're gonna get all these crops, we're gonna take it from y'all, and that's the way they had their little kingdoms, their little sections. So one, it was how to say it?
On Walking Dead, how he was controlling.
Negan,
Right, you gonna have a Negan, but then remember, besides Negan, before they got to Negan,
Yeah.
there was many different groups.
There was like a captain, what his name, with the one eye was name?
The governor.
The governor.
Yeah,
Governor.
there was many different groups. So that's, and there's nothing new under the sun. And once again, that's predictive programming.
Gone.
They programming us to get ready for this stuff. You was enjoying it. Oh, we're Walking Dead. You know, that's what you about to go into.
God, so lucky that, you know, the history just repeats itself. Like after Rome fell and they didn't have a sole power, that's where you get the Dark Ages, and you have this king and that king and this king, and they always warring against each other. It's gonna be like that.
Wow.
Gone.
Drop down to the 6th verse real quick.
Verse 6. How ye, for the day of the Lord is at hand. It shall come as a destruction from the Almighty. Therefore shall all hands be faint, and every man's heart shall melt.
Yeah, it's a different type of ball game. You know, when you read 2nd Ezra, the 14th chapter for yourself, and you read how the world is getting older, the wickedness wax mightier. You see what I'm saying? Because as long as we've been here, your imaginations keeps going. Like, you ain't never seen no damn movie like The Purge. Why they put the Purge movies? Why they got The Walking Dead? You had The Night of the Living Dead back in the days. You had certain movies like that. But now this thing is like everybody's binge watching it. Everybody's watching it on Netflix. There's certain shows. Oh, did you see that? Did you see that? They had the other one that everybody was just talking about, the movie on Bird Box.
Yeah.
Did y'all see that one? That I didn't get it at the end. I was lost. I was like, I'm gonna do a breakdown on this, and then I said I didn't get it at the end. Did you get it? There was blind people that was safe. So was it blind faith? Like that's the only thing I could see.
That's what Esau's trying to make. That's what Esau's trying to tell the Christians, just have blind faith.
Because it confused me at the end. I was like, how these blind niggas made it over here?
You see the demons that were in.
But how can you see the water? They had to go on that raft.
Oh yeah.
How did they make it through that water? That's why I'm like, I'm lost
Make
now.
it through
The
the
blind
water.
people was already there.
Who?
The blind people was already there. It was a blind
It was
school.
a blind school. It was a school.
Oh,
They
was
like
already
lived there.
No,
They was just.
Salaki, they had to travel there. Because remember, they were giving them the coordinates to come there and how to get there, how they have to go through the raft, the water, Sandy Brook. Me personally, I think that has to do with the prophets, if you ask me. That they saw through all that and filtered through all the prophecies that was going on and everything that was going on, and they were safe in that safe house.
Okay.
That's how I see it.
And they were blind.
Yeah, I mean, not blind per se, because you know,
It was like the Book of Eli 20.0. Like, you know what I'm saying? I got lost. Hopefully somebody can break it down.
Right.
But that's a good point. But still, how you made the point the blind people was there. All those blind people was there.
I think so.
I
mean, it makes sense. It was a school for one.
It was a school for them.
yeah.
The blind lead the blind and stuff.
So like, I got one more point. What's the movie with Will Smith, him and the dog?
I Am Legend.
I Am Legend, that's pretty deep, that was about vaccines, yeah.
It's talking for the vaccine.
Right.
There's many
It's
movies about
just,
this
he's so
vaccine.
sending messages, man. You gotta kind of pay attention to it.
It's like,
You know?
it's like all the stuff that would be deemed, conspiracy.
Conspiracy.
Right.
It's coming out as true, like, people been dropping dead, like, it's so bad that actual medical doctors don't wanna take the
They're
vaccine, because
refusing
they're
it,
dying.
especially
Right.
in New York, the doctors and the nurses are refusing the vaccine. But let's get back to it, Akim. Let's get verse, you got Isaiah 13 and start at 11.
This is Isaiah chapter 13, verse 11. And I will punish the world for their evil.
Why is this happening?
I will punish the world for their evil,
They're getting punished for their evil, man. Read on.
and the wicked for their iniquity.
And the wicked for their iniquity. Read on.
And I will cast the arrogance of the proud.
He gonna do what?
I will cause the arrogance of the proud
He's gonna cause the arrogance of the proud. What? The proud boys. He's gonna cause the arrogance of the proud. Right? Read on.
to cease.
So what?
To cease.
The arrogance of the proud. What?
To
Them
cease.
proud boys.
To cease.
To cease, man.
Finish.
All that white privilege being stripped away from you now, man. Now you're the thugs.
Yeah.
Now you're the vigilantes.
Now
Right.
you're terror.
Now you're the terrorists.
There's a video that just put out, there was a Walmart, and they told the Edomite to wear the mask, and they called the police on him, and it was an Eve manager, and he was like, it was an Edomite to do, he was like, I know why you're telling me to wear a mask and calling the police on you, because I'm white. He's like, I'm white, that's why I'm doing it. Like, it's really the most, you got such a sense of humor. You got such a sense of
Oh,
humor.
beautiful.
Right. Read on.
Oh, praise.
And will lay low the haughtiness of the terrible.
Lay low the haughtiness of the terrible. Right. Read on.
I will make a man more precious than fine gold.
And trust me, fellas, in these days, you want to be a man of the Lord, man. Because you're going to make a man of the Lord more precious than fine gold, man. Look what happened to that Eve that tried to walk through the Edomites while he was protesting. Y'all see what happened to her?
They maced her, they held her.
They hit her, they roughed her up, they snatched her damn weave out of her head, and they held her while people sprayed mace in her face. All that, and nobody got arrested.
Right.
And nobody got arrested. Did her dirty, man. Right? Most High's gonna make a man more precious than fine gold, man. A lot of that independent woman spirit gonna get shut down these last days, man. Right? Read on.
Even a man than the golden wedge of Ophir.
Read.
Therefore will I shake the heavens, and the earth shall remove out of her place in the wrath of the Lord of hosts, and in the day of his fierce anger.
Right, we head into the Lord's day of fierce anger, man. He has a fierce anger for Babylon, man. He has a fierce anger for the 2/3 of Israel, man. Right? Read on.
And it shall be as the chase roe, and as the sheep that no man taketh up.
Right? A sheep that no man taketh up. Right? Yeah, in the times of peril, you want to grab your sheep and get them out of harm's way. What happened if no man taketh up? That means you a sheep for the slaughter. Right? Read on.
They shall every man turn to his own people.
Every man's gonna do what?
Turn to his own people.
So all them coons that's out there trying to be down with the white man and trying to live by the white man society, or all these damn Oreo cookie Negroes that want to marry the white woman,
Right.
all these white women that want to be the new Omarosa and hang on to the white man, right? They all gonna have to turn to their own people, or what? They're gonna die, man. Right? Read on.
Every man shall turn to his own people, and flee every one into his own land.
And that's why you also have a large depopulation of New York. Because believe me, we from New York, man. New York is full of a bunch of foreigners, man. A lot of people returning to their own land, or they going out of state. A lot of people are leaving New York. I think they said over 100,000 last year left New York.
Exodus.
An exodus. They changed their residency, everything. Read on.
I was part of it.
God.
Every one
that is found shall be thrust through.
Everyone that is found shall be thrust through, man. You already got people dropping dead, man. Read around.
And every one that is joined unto them shall fall by the sword.
Shall what?
Fall by the sword.
What happened to that white lady that tried to jump through that window?
Fall by the sword.
Fall by the sword, right? Sword chop, gunshot to the neck, man. All right, read on.
Their children also shall be dashed to pieces before their eyes.
All them young rebellious white children,
Kind.
and all the young children of our nation that think life ain't nothing but a big trap music song.
Kind.
They're gonna get dashed to pieces out here, man. Mess up.
Look how many rappers died last year.
Yeah, look how many rappers died last year, man.
Those are young boys.
The young boys too. Pop Smoke, all them young boys.
King Von. all
King
that.
Von, young boys, man. Right? Just think about it. These young men ain't ready for war. Yeah, they gonna bust their gun, but you can't do no tactical moves when your pants is down to your ankles. You gonna trip. You so gonna run up and bathe in your blood, man.
They can't run too much because they smoke too much.
Yeah, and they smoke too much.
God.
And they probably dozed off the lean, like, oh, word, what's going on? You know what I'm saying? Finished out here, man. Right? Read on.
Their houses shall be spoiled.
Their houses shall be spoiled, man. There's gonna be times that people's houses gonna be ran up in. Not only through the race war, but also through famine, man. That famine is
Right.
coming too.
Kind.
You see that in the shows. They looking for any canned
Yeah.
goods,
Yeah.
any peanut butter, any jelly, anything.
Anything.
Walking Dead.
And then they run up in that house, man. If you got a town, they run up in that town too, right? Read on.
And their wives ravished.
And their wives ravished, man. No good, man.
Finish, man.
Finish, man. Right? Finish. Right? That's it on that, King. Let me get Matthew 24:10. This lesson ain't gonna take this long, but I just want y'all to get it that we're coming towards the end time. This is a new moon, that means it's a new month. Our new year's coming up. But we're not in the spiritual new year, we're not in the new year. We're in the new year according to Babylon. But our spiritual new year is coming up. You want to be ready for fourth quarter, man. Because I tell you, what I've noticed since I've been in the truth, every time Passover's around, there's a lot of judgment. And death angels is out. So y'all gotta get ready for that Passover. Y'all gotta get ready for that atonement. Y'all gotta keep these laws, statutes, and commandments. Right? And do it wholeheartedly, man. Ain't no time for half stepping. We in the fourth quarter right now.
And let me say this real quick. We're looking for a spot. I'm gonna say it on camera. We're looking for a spot to host the whole H.O.I. Passover in Georgia.
That's right.
Hopefully somewhere in Atlanta or around Atlanta, because the New York restrictions are crazy and we ain't gonna be able to gather like that. So we're looking for a place that can host 200 to 300 people, and that would be gladly appreciated if anybody here can look for a spot or anybody online, and y'all can reach out to us.
Matthew 24:10.
This is Matthew chapter 24, verse 10. And then shall many be offended.
What?
And then shall many be offended.
Many are offended right now, man. Many people want to go to war right now. Many people want to fight right now, man. I'll tell you what, man. Hey, Sunday coming, they said they protested in all 50 states. Protesting with guns, man. I'm going to pray for bloodshed.
Kind.
I'm going to pray that the blood of our enemies drain all through the streets and down into the gut. You understand? Because that's what they had done to the children of Israel, man.
Right.
How many brothers kill each other in New York, in Chicago, here in Atlanta? You understand? How many brothers done killed each other in LA, right? In Louisiana. I want to see these crackers kill each other, man. I want to grab my popcorn and put on the most butter and salt and get a little soda.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And sit back and watch that, man.
Soda.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Going
grab
on,
a ginger ale out.
Going on,
I'm gonna grab a ginger ale out and watch that. Like
Soda.
I'm a movie night.
Movies, you can go to the movies with a bottle.
Right, I'm gonna get the bottle of that. Right? See that? Man offering strong drink over here.
Oh, man. Going on.
Boy, you know how the Most High got everybody in derision. The last pull-up that brothers in H.O.I, Georgia, Atlanta did, when you was teaching, what the Edomite, the cop came to say? He said,
Oh, we need your help.
we need your help.
Oh, yeah.
Since when the damn white police come
Absolutely.
to Israelites and say, we need your help?
And they know us too.
Right, we need your help from the Proud Boys and Trump's militia and Black Lives Matter. You coming to the Hebrews? You know, y'all on your own over here, but most I got, they don't know where to go.
You know where to go.
So, yeah, most high willing, like you said, they start clapping each other on the 17th.
So like it looked like it's lining up because Trump got knocked off of social media, and Esau's going into all these underground social media outlets so they can communicate with one another.
Yeah.
Like you got to think like, how can they go under the radar and they can organize or orchestrate like people going to 50 states armed like that. Like they gotta really be operating on a huge level. And they really go. I'm very sure they were ready to go all out.
Yeah, and, talking about them banishing Trump, that's just how can I say a foreshadowing of what they're gonna do to us. They already shadow banning us online. H.O.I. New York can't even have a channel for 3 days. They cutting it down, right? Our videos are being constantly flagged. A lot of times when a mob posts things, I don't even get the notification. You understand? So eventually they're gonna kick us off of social media too. I'm on my 3rd Instagram. They done deleted my Instagram 3 times.
My second.
Right? Now I've been in Facebook jail plenty of times. It's bad enough for Negro go to regular jail. They'll put me in Facebook jail plenty of times.
Donald Trump.
Yeah, I'm telling you. I went to Facebook jail one time for putting Revelations 2 and 9. I went to Facebook jail one time for putting Isaiah 14 and 21. So understand that the famine of the word is coming, man. Donald Trump they're just using that as an example, right? If you wanna make an example, if I see a crew of dudes and they all acting tough, the toughest dude in the crowd or the biggest dude in the crowd, that's the first one I'm rocking. Like, what's up? That was your tough boy. That was your big man. You know what I'm saying? So that what they did to Trump is just showing us that they'll do it to any one of us. Because he's supposed to be the leader of the free world, and they cut off his free speech.
Yeah, that's their voice right there.
That's their voice.
And let me if you can zoom in on this. I'm gonna play this real quick, and I'm gonna play it loud so the people can see it online, because this is one of the threats that's being brought for the inauguration. You got me quiet, you have to listen.
Obtained exclusively by CBS News, was heard by multiple air traffic controllers on Monday afternoon in New York. Sources tell CBS News the Pentagon and other agencies were briefed today about the digitized voice recording and believe it was designed to suggest hitting the Capitol on the same day Congress is set to count the Electoral College results. The recording refers to Qasem Soleimani, the Iranian general killed in a U.S. drone strike ordered by President Trump, and came on the 1-year anniversary of his death. You look over his past. He's been called a monster, and he was a monster. And he's no longer a monster, he's dead. But in Iran, Soleimani is revered, and Iranian officials have vowed revenge. CBS News has learned that while the government does not believe the warning of an attack is credible, it is being investigated as a breach of aviation frequencies, and the threat would be a crime. Experts say the intrusion is concerning because it could affect the instructions pilots get about how and where to fly planes. The sources tell CBS News that air traffic controllers were reminded today to report anything unusual, like if a plane deviates from its flight path or any type of threat. The FAA is working with law enforcement. The FBI is not commenting. Nor.
Jeff McGinnis with that new information. Thank you, Jeff.
So that supposedly now inauguration day, that's Wednesday the 20th. Inauguration day, they got threats from Iran. So Iran said they're gonna fly a plane into the Pentagon and into the White House. This is the threats that they got. Now, mind you, there was explosive found when Trump, when they rushed the White House.
Yeah.
There was explosive found. Pipe bombs. So now, this is supposedly the threat, right? If that inauguration gets blown up, if something happens and it blows up,
That's war.
it's war.
Gone.
Who stays as the president before Biden gets put in, or if he gets put in and the old man dies? Is either gonna be Trump or Kamala. And now,
They'll be jockeying.
we're gonna have to bring out the conspiracy theory. The Simpsons. The Simpsons, in 1996, they got a video, they got a movie, a show of America being destroyed. Everything's on fire and commotion, and the White House is obliviated. White House down. You know what I'm saying? But now, they could use that to go to war with Iran and now bring back, quote unquote, America back together. Because now the war's on terrorism again. You see what I'm saying? Go ahead.
Salaki, the new Wonder Woman movie just came out this year, which is the #1 movie out. They attacked the White House and got a riot going on outside of the White House.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, the new Wonder Woman.
Well,
Just
I see
came
that.
out this year. Wonder Woman 1984, that's the name of it, yeah.
So-
So y'all get a chance, check that out.
So was it your idea or your wife's idea to go watch Wonder Woman?
You told me about it. It was kids, you know, kids watching.
Good.
I just happened to overhear.
Yeah, I gotta watch it now.
Yeah, God.
Ah.
Alright, so, bring out, Amos 8 and 11. Cause with them shutting down Trump, they gonna eventually shut us down too. You know what I'm saying? They eventually gonna shut us down too.
This is Amos chapter 8, verse 11. Behold, the days come, saith the Lord God, that I will send a famine in the land.
He's gonna do what?
A famine in the land.
He's gonna send a famine in the land, go ahead.
Not a famine of bread.
Not a famine of bread, no. Even though we are gonna get that famine of bread, even they're saying that the crops ain't looking good like you used to. The factories ain't putting out like they used to, blame everything on the COVID, right? Coronavirus. But this famine ain't about the famine of bread, man. It's about to be what? Read on.
Nor a famine of thirst for water,
Read.
but of hearing the word.
Of what?
But of hearing the word.
So y'all better hear the word as much as y'all can right now. Y'all better get into the word as much as y'all can right now. Because sooner or later, when they announce that martial law, brothers ain't gonna be on the streets no more.
You're gonna be on the land.
We're gonna be on the land, right? When they start kicking us off with the social media sites, like the Republicans had an upcoming social media site that was supposed to be competing with Twitter called Parler. I think that's the name of it, Parler. You know Google, Amazon, Google and Amazon, and got the other one. Apple, they all dropped Parler from their apps. And you can't even look it up on Google no more. Right? So they're doing that to their own white people, their own Edomites, their own crackers. If they're doing that to their own people, imagine what they're gonna do to us.
How much more us?
How much more us, man? Right? We gotta get from the top and read it through.
This is Amos chapter 8, verse 11. Behold, the days come, saith the Lord God, that I will send a famine in the land, not a famine of bread, nor a thirst for water, but of hearing the words
Hearing the word, man. You know?
of the Lord.
Hearing the word of the Lord, man. And you know why they gonna hate that word of the Lord? Let's get it. Let's get Hebrews 4 and 12, man. Only got a few more scriptures, Israel. I just want y'all to know that destruction is coming. Destruction is coming. Also let y'all know that the famine of the word is coming. So y'all gotta get right with the Most High. We're in the fourth quarter right now. It's crunch time. We can't afford no turnovers.
This is Hebrews chapter 4, verse 12. For the word of God is quick.
The word of God is what?
Quick.
It's life. The word of God is quick. It has life to it. Read on.
And powerful.
And powerful. Read on.
And sharper than any two-edged sword.
Right, it's sharper than any two-edged sword, man. That's the word of the Lord, man. Read on.
Piercing, even to the dividing of asunder of soul and spirit.
And trust me, man, when I go through these scriptures, I even cut myself sometimes. And I gotta stay up to think and reevaluate things, man, because it's the divider. It's a discerner between the soul and spirit, man. Read on.
And of the joints and marrow.
And the joints and marrows, that's how deep it cuts you, the word of the Lord, man. Read on.
And is a discerner of the thoughts and intents of the heart.
Right? And that's why they hate it, man. And that's why they're going to eventually cast us off the internet, cast us off social media, cast us out of the sight of the people, man. And let me get that in the book of Acts chapter 5, verse 33. Remember, the word of the Lord is cutting them, man. And sooner or later, they're going to turn on us because the word of the Lord is cutting. Let me get Acts chapter 5, verse 33.
Yeah, and see, this is how you know we gotta continue to teach this word, because the scriptures talk about in Matthew 24:14 that the truth is supposed to be spread to all the nations, and then the end shall come.
That's right.
There's people on that Twitter feed that they said the black Hebrew Israelites are showed up with clubs. People on the comments is saying, whose side is these guys on?
Yeah.
They don't even know who the hell we are. Some of them like, wait a minute, who these guys with? You know what I'm saying? They know we're not with Black Lives Matter. They know we're not with Trump. They don't know if we're with Biden. So who these niggas with? So that's how you know this truth still gotta go forth. There's a lot more time in this here. All the nations must know who our power is and who we are.
That's right.
Period. So we got a lot more work to do, Israel. Don't get it twisted.
This is Acts chapter 5, verse 33. When they heard that, they were cut to the heart.
And that's what the word does, man. When the heathen realize that all these judgments are coming upon them because they've been sinful, they've been idolaters, and they've been destroying God's chosen people. And they've been destroying the earth. Right. Let's not forget about that. Let's not forget about all the oil spills and the chemtrails and the millions of fish washing up dead on the sea, and the millions of birds that's dropping out of the sky, and the millions of forests that they're burning down, and then all the plastic that's in the ocean. I'm saying, let's not forget that they're destroying the earth too. They're destroying us, they're destroying the earth, they're destroying themselves, man. Right? And that's why this is happening to them, man. But read that again from the top. Once they realize that, they get cut to the heart, man.
This is Acts chapter 5, verse 33. When they heard that, they were cut to the heart and took counsel to slay them.
And did what?
Took counsel to slay them.
Well, they're going to want us dead, man.
Done.
They're going to want to shut us up more than they want to shut up Trump. Yep. Because they're going to know we coming straight out the Bible and everything is real. So, of course, they're going to want to shut us up. But, man, shut this Negro up and close his Bible. Matter of fact, we need to make laws against the Bible. They already started to do that in California.
Salakia. It's like how they did H.O.I, you know, he tried to buffet his mouth when he talked. Kind of put the palm in his mouth, you know. Yeah.
Let me get the book of Amos. Let me get that book of Amos out. Let me get 5 and 10.
Salaki, can I bring a quick precept so we won't cover what you just brought up?
Bring it up.
Revelation 12 and 17. All right, this is the book of Revelation, chapter 12 and verse 17. And the dragon was wroth with the woman.
That's right.
Right? And that's exactly what's going on now. Like you said, they're going to go against each other first. But at the end, like Amar brought up earlier, it always comes back to Israel. Right. They're going to put that anger and blame us for everything that's going on. They want to say that damn black BLM is what started this whole thing, right? And went to make war with the remnant of her seed. says, which keep the commandments of Yahweh, which is primarily us.
Yeah.
You know, so it's gonna come back to us. So there's gonna be times we're not gonna be able to do a lot of the pull-ups that we're doing. Okay, it's gonna be very, treacherous to us in some cases, but we know the Most High is gonna be with us. It says, and have testimony of Yahweh Mashiach. So those times are coming. We're not quite there yet, but obviously it's getting to those times. Just to link up with what you brought out.
The precept, and that adds up with Amos 5 and 10.
Right.
Let's get that.
This is Amos chapter 5, verse 10. They hate him that rebuke in the gate.
They do what?
They hate him that rebuke in the gate.
They hate him that rebuke in the gate, man. What do our people do? We pull up and we rebuke them right at the gate, man. All right, read on.
And they abhor him that speaketh uprightly.
And they abhor him, man. They hate him. They don't like him that speaketh uprightly, man. Right? That's what they do, man. They hate us because what? Because we tell them the truth, man. We get Galatians 4 and 16, man. Because this is why we're about to become everybody's enemy, man. Because you out here pushing that truth. You out here pushing that truth, so we're about to become everybody's enemy out here. Right? Yeah, they're going to fight each other until Babylon is falling. Once Babylon is falling and Satan realizes he has a short time, he's going to come after us with great wrath. Great wrath. So y'all got to get right with the Most High. It's fourth quarter.
This is Galatians chapter 4, verse 16. I, therefore, am I therefore become your enemy? Because I tell you the truth.
Because what?
Because I tell you the truth.
That's right. They're going to hate us because we spitting out that truth, man. We're saying that, man. I'm just going to get into some new moon scriptures unless anybody else got anything you want to bring out on this subject. Get into some new moon scriptures.
Yeah, I just want to bring one scripture out. 2 Corinthians 12 and 10. Because like we said, all of this is going to come back to us. And we know it's, and when it comes, remember, because the scriptures say, when they shall say peace and safety, come sudden destruction. So, and look how quick the riots escalated from George Floyd.
Right.
Yeah.
Look how quick the coronavirus spread to the masses. Look how quick they gave you a vaccine. We gotta say vaccine. We can't say the V word. Look how quick you got the vaccine. Look how quick the White House got overtaken. So when the Most High say within an hour he gonna destroy this place, it can be just like that. That's why I said he gonna come like a thief in the night. It's gonna be quick. When you get robbed, people ain't trying to stay around unless they know you tied down or something like that. They got you tied up, duct taped, everybody in the crib on the floor, duct taped up, then you can't go nowhere. But a robbery, you gotta be in and out. If you rob a bank, you ever watch the movies when they set up to rob the banks? They're on a timer. They like, okay, the police gonna react at this much time. They call the police a couple of times to see how quick they come around that area, and that's their timer. So everything is on a timer, and it can happen just like that. They call it a New York minute, right? So with all that being said, Baba Bashar, you got that out? 2 Corinthians 2 and 10.
This is 2 Corinthians chapter 12. Oh, 2 and 10.
Count. 12 and 10.
Time. This is 2 Corinthians chapter 12, verse 10. Therefore, I take pleasure in infirmities.
Right. This is what Paul's talking about. Go ahead.
And reproaches.
You got to take pleasure in this, man. Go ahead.
And necessities.
Mm-hmm.
And persecutions.
That's right.
And distress for Christ's sake.
For Yahweh's sake, man. Because we working for this crown. So when it comes, it's going to come.
Right.
But don't give up. All of this that you're learning now, all of this that's going into your subconscious is preparing you for that day.
Right.
You got to keep that oil in your lamp.
That's right.
You have to keep that oil in your lamp. This is all preparation. It may sound repetitive. It may sound, man, it's 11 o'clock. When we going to eat? You know what I'm saying? I want to drink already. That's because that happens a lot. You lucky you ain't in Priest-Abak ain't up here, cause brothers eat at 2 in the morning. You know what I'm saying? So through all of this is preparation. It may sound like we ain't going nowhere, but the Most High is moving pretty fast. Okay, go ahead.
Then I am for when I am weak, then am I strong.
For when I'm weak, then I'm strong.
Right.
All of this is supposed to happen. Just prepare your minds, prepare yourselves, and don't let that oil run out. All right, because what we've been saying is going down. We're not surprised. I'm surprised how quick it's happening. I thought it'll take a little bit of, but the Most High also says what? For the elect's sake, he shall quicken the time. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, that's it on that. We go over a couple new moon scriptures.
We get 2 Chronicles 8 and 13.
This is 2 Chronicles chapter 8, verse 13. Even after a certain rate, every day, offering according to the commandments of Moses.
According to what?
The commandments of Moses.
We are here. Why? Why we gather in the brother's crib, right? Because we follow the commandments, man. Law, statutes, and commandments, man. Read on.
On the Shabbats.
On the what?
On the Shabbats.
Right. We celebrate the Shabbats. Good.
And on the new moon.
And what?
And on the new moon.
And on what?
And on the new moon.
On the new moons, man. This is our culture. This is our heritage. Listen, man. If you're an Israelite out there and you don't congregate, at least go through the book of Leviticus chapter 23 and amongst the people that are closest to you, or even if you do it online while we doing it, please celebrate the new moons. You know what I'm saying? Respect the Sabbath. This is your culture. A lot of nations have culture, and our culture, you know, through this captivity has become ratchetness. Understand? And destructive culture. We have a very self-destructive culture in this captivity we in Babylon the Great, which is America. But this right here is your real culture according to the Bible. So when you come out here, you make sure you celebrate these high holy days and these feast days, man. It's very important. Read on.
So if you don't celebrate this, what the hell are you gonna celebrate? What are you gonna celebrate? Kwanzaa? What you gonna celebrate? This is it. Go ahead.
And on the solemn feast, 3 times in a year, even in the feast of unleavened bread,
Right.
and in the feast of weeks,
Come on.
and in the feast of tabernacles.
Those are all your culture, man. Your culture. Things that you're supposed to pass down to your children, right? Things you're supposed to pass down to your family members. Things that even, you know, you got people in the world like, yo, son, you ain't up on that unleavened bread? You don't know about our week-long celebration? You don't know about the tabernacles, man? We go out in the wilderness, man. We have a good time, man. What you know about that? What you know about building a bonfire? Like, you know what I'm saying? You put Jake on the spot. Like, what you know about this, man? What you know about putting up a tent? You know what I'm saying? Right? Only thing you ever did in the wilderness was pass out after a party, man. I put you on the damn park bench, man. You know what I'm saying?
It's a lot. They ain't roast no lamb before.
Yeah, you ain't roasting no lamb on open fire.
They roast the pig though.
That's one. Yeah, they all pig.
Right, let me get the book of Ezekiel, 45.
Yeah,
45 and 17.
Yeah.
This is Ezekiel chapter 45, verse 17. And it shall be the prince's part to give burnt offerings and meat offerings.
Right? We're not sacrificing on an altar right now, right? Because your body's a living sacrifice, and H.O.I is the ultimate sacrifice. But we do got burnt offerings. We got food up in the kitchen. Right? I know brothers' bellies is rumbling. We almost done. Right? Read on.
And drink offerings.
And what?
And drink offering.
We came through with that drink offering, no thanks to Eve, right? Right, Lamar?
You can't. No thanks to Eve. Got it.
In the feast and in the new moon.
And what?
And in the new moon.
And in the new moons, man. This is our culture. This is our heritage. This is our law. Right, read on.
And in the Shabbats.
And the Shabbats, read on.
And all solemnities of the house of Israel, he shall prepare the sin offering, and the meat offering, and the burnt offering, and the peace offering.
Peace offering, man. Let's get some shalom, man. Can a brother get some shalom? Get some peace, man. Read on.
To make reconciliation for the house of Israel.
And that's to make reconciliation for the house of Israel, man. We're reconciling with the Most High. Why? What we did in the beginning of the lesson, so he could take the curses off of us and put it on our enemies, man. This is the reconciliation that we need, man. Right? Those are the two new scriptures I got. Y'all got one?
Yeah, Numbers 28 and 11. Because for those that don't know, this is the beginning of our months. It wasn't the first, it wasn't December 1st, January 1st. It wasn't, now I'm talking about Trump. What was the day that happened? That was Thursday.
Yeah.
Well, this is the beginning of our months, and this is the 11th month. This is the 11th month. Next month, new moon will be the 12th month, and then March will be our new year, our physical new year.
That's right.
Our physical new year. Our spiritual new year is during the Day of Atonement.
Okay. Around trumpets. It's for atonement and trumpets.
Yeah.
Con. This is Numbers chapter 28, verse 11. And in the beginnings of your months, ye shall offer a burnt offering unto the Lord, 2 young bullocks, and 1 ram, 7 lambs of the first year without spot.
Yeah.
And 3 tenths deal of flour for a meat offering, mingled with oil.
They go that fried. That's how I want that fried meat.
Smell it.
That fried chicken, fried. You ever ate fried steak? That fried steak good too. Fried lamb. You done ate pork chops, right? They fried in the world. You love pork chops, so imagine some fried lamb chops.
Sweet savor.
Yeah. So that's it on that. Go ahead, go to your precept.
Got a piece of cake? We'll just break out one and wrap it up.
No, you hold it. Just go to Psalms 81 and 3. We close it out with that one. He read it.
This is Psalms chapter 81, verse 3. Blow up the trumpet. Blow up the trumpet in the new moon, in the time appointed on our solemn feast day. For this was a statute for Israel and a law of the God of Jacob.
This is our customs. This is our heritage. Wear it. Don't be celebrating. You got Negroes. We're gonna see who comes to the men's retreat next month because we got it during Valentine's Day. So we're gonna see who calls out because they got a Valentine's Day.
Luke Kelly.
Right. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna see who shows up. If y'all don't show up, we know what y'all Negroes is doing.
Who love
You know? We're asking Eve, can she be your Valentine?
God.
Hearts all over the world tonight.
Right.
Temptations.
Edible draws and chocolate candy.
Oh,
Cats used to wear those joints
God,
out.
but God.
Yeah, chocolate, all types of stuff, man.
Yeah, some chocolate.
Yeah, chocolates, all types of stuff, man. Yeah.
Edible arrangements.
Right.
Yeah. So, no other precept, we're gonna close out with that, do the anointing.
Yeah, God.
Prayer first, the Shema, and then we do the anointing. Everybody face the east, but we y'all. Yahweh,
Yahweh,
Hashem,
Hashem,
Yahushai,
Yahushai,
Rakmanawa, Yasharallah, Habiyab Sapari, Shema, Yasharallah, Yahweh,
Hashem,
Yahushai, Rakmanawa, Yasharallah, Habiyab Sapari, Shema, Yasharallah, Habiyab Sapari, Shema, Habiyab Sapari, Shema, Yasharallah, Kalaya. Praise the mighty Yah. He is worthy to be praised. Kalaya. Dear Heavenly Abba Yahweh, we come before you at this moment in time on this beautiful Shabbat, new moon that you created and allowed us to see, to give you all honor, praise, and glory to your mighty, terrible, and holy name, to say Barakatah Yahweh. Barakatah Yahweh for everything, the good, the bad, the ugly, the past, the present, the future, the things that we know of and the things that we don't know of, the things that we've seen and unseen, O Heavenly Abba Yahweh. We say Tawada for allowing us to congregate and being able to make it here safe, sound, well protected and guided under your angels' wings, knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. We pray for all the brothers and sisters that's traveling to and fro, wherever they may be at, to congregate and fellowship, that they get there safe and that they get home safe, O Heavenly Abba Yahweh, under your angels' wings as well. We also pray that your presence is felt amongst all the congregating, all the fellowship, and all the praying, and all the teaching, O Heavenly Abba Yahweh. We also pray at this moment in time that you continue to hear the prayers and cries of all those that are going through the trials and tribulations, all those that's keeping that oil burning, and all those that's asking for more oil, O Heavenly Abba Yahweh. May you continue to refill them. May you continue to make your presence felt in their lives, in their thoughts, that they may know that you are with them, that you are carrying them through all their doubts, through all their tribulation, through all their oppression, and through all their poverty, O Heavenly Abba Yahweh. We pray for all of your elect's sake and all those brothers and sisters that's seeking and searching for the truth. May they find their way soon, O Heavenly Abba Yahweh. And we also pray at this moment in time that you bless the food that you already blessed us with and cleanse it in the blood of Yahushua. And forgive us if there's anything unclean that we shouldn't be eating. We ask you and save the water. And we ask you to also bless the grape, the blood of the grape, O Heavenly Abba Yahweh, that we about to drink. And may there be nothing unclean that we shouldn't be drinking or consuming, O Heavenly Abba Yahweh. We ask for your forgiveness if there is. We also pray at this moment in time that all Yashala have a safe, blessed, and beautiful, productive feast day, new moon, and week in life, O Heavenly Abba Yahweh. May you continue to gather your elect throughout the four corners of the earth. And we ask that you continue to bring forth your judgment upon all the wicked of the earth, especially those that hate and despise you and your children, O Heavenly Abba Yahweh. And with that, we say we love you, O Heavenly Abba Yahweh. The water Yahweh,
The water Yahweh,
Hashem Yahushua,
Hashem Yahushua,
Kala Yah,
Kala Yah,
Kala Yah,
Kala Yah,
Amen.
Amen.
We're gonna do the sisters first. Go ahead, sisters first, and then the brothers, for sure. Everybody come get your oil. Get your oil lined up, for sure. Start this way. Everybody got oil? All right. Yeah. Remember, don't repeat, just brothers. Yabaraka Yahweh.
Yabaraka Yahweh.
Vaishamaraka.
Vaishamaraka.
Ya'a Yahweh.
Ya'a Yahweh.
Manyawa.
Manyawa.
Alyaka.
Alyaka.
Vayakanka.
Vayakanka.
Yasha Yahweh.
Yasha Yahweh.
Manyawa.
Manyawa.
Alyaka.
Alyaka.
Vayashamlaka.
Vayashamlaka.
Shalom.
Shalom.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Hashem.
Hashem.
Yahushai.
Yahushai.
Shema'al.
Shema'al.
Barak Rapah.
Barak Rapah.
Kamani.
Kamani. Kamani.
Shalom.
Shalah.
Shalom.
Shalah.
Shalom.
Shalah.
Tasha.
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 Cedrica.
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 Yahweh.
Yahweh. Yahweh. Yahweh.
Sadaja.
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 The water.
The water.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Hashem.
Hashem.
Yahushai.
Yahushai.
Amen.
Amen.
Man up front. Y'all sisters can go about the business now. Make sure you give a double portion to Lamech.
Give me tree.
Brother said.
Your brother said.
Go on around here. Get on around. You ain't there yet.
Y'all ready? Remember, we just saying it, y'all praying in your minds. Yabaraka Yahweh,
Wayabaraka Yahweh,
Yashamaraka,
Wayashamaraka,
Ya'a Yahweh,
Ya'a Yahweh,
Manyawa,
Manyawa,
Ayaka,
Ayaka,
Ayakhanka,
Wayakhanka,
Yasha Yahweh,
Ya'a Yahweh,
Manyawa,
Manyawa,
Ayaka,
Ayaka,
Ayashamlaka,
Wayashamlaka,
Shalom,
Shalom,
Yahweh,
Yahweh,
Hashem,
Ba'ashem,
Yahushai,
Yahushai, Shema'el,
Rakapah,
Rakapah,
Cedric.
Brother Cedric,
Cedric, Cedric,
Nassim,
Nasim, Nasim,
Nabia,
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 Lamar,
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 Ezekiel.
Ezekiel, Ezekiel, Ezekiel,
Ari,
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 Ari, Ayinya,
Ayanya,
Ayinya,
Ayanya,
Ayinya,
Ayanya, Shawapar,
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 Amath Pagai,
Amath Pagai,
Amath Pagai,
Amath Pagai,
Amath Pagai,
Amath Pagai,
the water,
the water,
Yahweh,
Yahweh,
Hashem,
Ba'ashem,
Yahushai,
Yahushai,
Aman, I can say Ezekiel in Hebrew,
I think is it called like something like that.
Yakazak Allah,
is,
That's
yeah.
exactly.
Yakazak Allah,
Yaka.
Yakazak.
Yeah, 'cause it's not
Allah.
he, it's
That's
Yah.
That's my firstborn's name.
Yaka Zaka.
Yeah. So imagine, his name on his birth certificate is Yakazak Allah Bonaparium Banyashala. I don't even, he like, what the hell going on, man? But everybody call him Ezekiel, you know what I'm saying? Like, yo, that's too long. So, yeah, the sisters left, but anybody got a donation, leave it. If not, we see y'all on rebound. But, eat, drink, and be merry.
Shalom, Yeshua. Shalom.